Happy 2023, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Hoping to start making more content here soon. I've got a ton of ideas. It's just a matter of finding time to do it. But I thought I'd just pop in and have a bit of an observation. Not a complaint. Like this, at the end of the day, this isn't a big deal. But I went to Walmart because I like looking through like the DVD barrels, and they discontinued them. I went up to the electronics counter. I was like, hey, where are the DVD and Blu-ray barrels? They have these big barrels that you could dig through, and you could get DVDs for like anywhere from like $3 to $7. And sometimes you'd find stuff that was really good, and that was something that I enjoyed doing from time to time. And I was informed that they were discontinued. And Target does them too. I went to Target and they actually moved them to like a shelf, like a shelf, which is cool. A little bit more. It's less digging, but the digging was most of the fun. So I'm wondering if all WalMarts have done this. Comment below if you've noticed that your local Walmart has discontinued this as well, because the Walmart I go to, typically the one in Beaver Creek, they were the ones that were like, yeah, we're not doing it anymore. But I did find some good deals. Not as much as what I usually would, because I mean the pickings were kind of slim, and unfortunately with physical media the writing is kind of on the wall that I think it's going to be a niche hobby. And I think that what it's going to be like records. I think what's going to happen is that it maybe not go completely away for a while, but what'll happen is with streaming, eventually people will get sick of, like, for instance, being in the middle of a TV show or even a movie and coming back to watch the next day, and it's gone because they lost the rights to that film or that TV show, and they're like, well, I can't finish it anymore. Nothing against streaming. I like to do both, but it's like if there's movies that I really like to have, I just want to be able to add it to my collection. And they're like movies that I'm a collector. So, I mean, I'm a huge Nicolas Cage fan, and I have a couple of these movies on DVD already, but the other half I don't have. So having this 6 movie set for $5 was kind of a no-brainer for me. And then Walmart does still do like specialty DVDs for certain times of the season. Like right now they got a really sweet Valentine's Day display, and half of it is like romantic comedies and stuff, and the other half is horror movies, which cracks me up. So I got Let Me In. Another one they had, which I thought was a little, they might have dropped the ball on a little bit, was I Spit on Your Grave. And the film is about a woman that gets raped and nearly killed, and then she comes back and takes out her assaulters one by one. So I mean, that's not something that I would want to watch on Valentine's Day, and I wouldn't recommend watching it with your date. But I think like a vampire flick or something like My Bloody Valentine's Day would be perfectly fun, I think. But my go-to for like Valentine's Day typically is, one of my favorite romantic comedies is Pretty Woman. I like that one quite a bit, and I think that is fun to watch with a significant other or a spouse or what have you. And then last but not least, I got Tar, starring Cate Blanchett on Blu-ray. Look at that cover. That cover is really cool. I picked this one up at Target. Probably one of my favorite movies that came out last year. Really good. I mean, big surprise. Cate Blanchett is great in it. I think it has a lot to say about the Me Too movement, both the good and the bad things about it. I discussed it a lot in my review of the film. Which it's tough to talk about that, and having an open discussion about how there can definitely be victims who get wrongly accused, and that the film explores that a little bit, but it doesn't take sides. It does a great job of exploring all points of view on that, and I think that would be hard to pull off without having a great actress in the middle of it because her character is really compelling. She's obviously not perfect in the film as from a character standpoint, but she's very a very complicated and interesting, flawed person. Um, and it's a really good movie. I would highly recommend it. So, do you miss the DVD barrels? Has your Walmart even done away with them? Comment below, let me know. I think I did ask. I was like, so where do they all go? Because I mean, there were hundreds of these DVDs and Blu-rays. So I was like, I hope they didn't just throw them out because I would have just offered to take some of them. But a lot of times, what happened was it was explained to me that what happens is companies like Dollar Tree pick these up, and they sometimes they Dollar Tree will get. It was explained to me that Dollar Tree will either get them for extremely low price or just for free, and then they could turn around and sell them for $1, $1.25, or whatever it is now. And if you work for Dollar Tree, comment below. Let me know if I'm getting that wrong. But the employee at Walmart, shared with me that a lot of that stuff went to either Dollar Tree or they just donated it, which is great because I was like, oh, I hope they didn't just toss it all out because that's a giant waste. But I hope your year is going well. Comment below. Let me know what you've been up to. Thanks.